The Confident Heart, From Fear to Love. Chapter 2. The Hidden Costs of Living in a Fortress. Imagine a fortress, majestic and impenetrable. Its walls are high, its gates are strong, and from the outside it projects an image of unwavering strength. Inside, it is equipped with everything necessary for comfort and defense to withstand a siege. But over time, a quiet realization dawns on the lone occupant. The very walls built to keep dangers out have also become a barrier to everything else. The fortress is secure, but it is also a prison. Is safety really our highest value? And is it worth living in a gilded cage? Many of us experience life within the walls of our own inner stronghold. While we feel protected, we can't shake off the sense of quiet, deep loneliness, not to mention the other hidden costs. The first and most prevalent cost is a fatigue that cannot be cured by sleep. Our inner protector acts as a perpetual guardian, constantly scanning the horizon for potential threats such as critical comments, signs of rejection, or deliberate assaults. This state of high alert is metabolically expensive. It drains our emotional and mental energy, leaving us feeling constantly tense and tired. Even when there is no immediate danger, we are controlling and performing. Our mind, which is designed to be a wonderful servant, has become an exhausting, frantic master. Within the fortress, our thoughts, fears, and self-criticisms bounce off the walls, becoming louder and more distorted. We become trapped in a self-perpetuating cycle of negative narratives, tales of not being good enough, of being a victim, and of everything what we must do to stay safe. Without being open to external perspectives, and without the willingness to accept honest feedback, we gradually lose touch with what is really going on. To make the fortress bearable, we often anesthetize ourselves. This is the deal our inner protector makes. I will try to keep you safe from pain, but in return, you must lower your sensitivity. The result is a subtle, pervasive numbness. While we may avoid the intensity of some painful feelings, we also miss out on the deep joy of aliveness. We avoid vulnerability, but we also miss out on true connection. Because this quiet emptiness is so unsettling, we fill it with noise. We become masters of distraction, chasing the next promotion, holiday, dramatic relationship, or thrilling purchase. We scroll, we binge, we plan, and we perform. We create a life that looks and feels intensely busy, mistaking this constant stimulation for being truly and vibrantly alive. We may use unhealthy food, substances, or other comforts to soothe the restless voice within that whispers of a deeper hunger, a longing for balance, authenticity, and meaning. This is not a moral failing, though. It is the protector's strategy to stop us from feeling pain. Over time, the voice of your inner protector, which once offered strategic advice, such as "be careful" or "don't do that," becomes a permanent inner critic. Like the commander of a garrison, it launches constant preventive attacks. It tells you that you are not good enough before anyone else has the chance. It nitpicks your performance and relentlessly compares you to others. It believes that it is protecting you from making mistakes by being so critical, but it is actually undermining your self-esteem. As a result, you become both the prisoner and your own cruelest guardian. The first step is to ask, what does this inner protector actually do if we allow it to work without supervision? What specific, tangible behaviors create our walls and drain our energy? The answer lies in a familiar set of strategies, the very habits and reactions that constitute life in the fortress. Which of the following defense mechanisms do you recognize in yourself? Perhaps take a pen and note a number from 1 to 9 next to each trait based on how strongly it resonates with your own behavior. 1 means, I almost never do this, and 9 means, I do this constantly. 1. Power games. The need to dominate, control, or submit to others in order to feel safer or more significant. 2. Attachment. The deep, fear-driven clinging to specific people, possessions, ideas, or outcomes. This causes pain when things inevitably change and makes inner peace impossible until the attachment is released. 3. Blame. The habit of accusing other people for causing one's own problems or pain in order to avoid taking personal responsibility. 4. Lying. Creating a false narrative or withholding important truths in order to maintain a sense of control over a situation, avoid shame, or protect one's self-image. 5. Gossip. Creating a false sense of connection and superiority by discussing the perceived flaws of absent people. 6. Jealousy. The painful conviction that the happiness of somebody else diminishes one's own worth. Footnote: more about jealousy in relationships in my book, Love Beyond Jealousy. 7. Shame. The painful fear that one is flawed, broken, or not good enough, leading to a desire to hide. Footnote: this book explores some aspects of shame. Luma's Garden. A journey into sacred love, the heart of energy and sensual awakening. 8. Self-doubt. The inner fear that one's value or success is undeserved and that one is secretly a fraud. This creates a perpetual need to achieve and prove one's worth to feel safe. 9. Defensiveness. The automatic reaction to protect one's self-image by rejecting criticism, no matter how valid it may be. 10. The need to be right. Prioritizing victory in an argument over understanding and connection. 11. Judgment and criticism. Focusing on the flaws in others to avoid addressing one's own shortcomings and insecurities. 12. Victimhood. Adopting a passive and powerless identity, thereby avoiding the risk and responsibility of shaping one's own life. 13. People-pleasing. Sacrificing one's own values or needs in order to avoid conflict or gain external validation. 14. Perfectionism. Using rigid standards and relentless self-criticism as a shield against the fear of judgment and failure. 15. Ignorance and denial. The avoidance or refusal to accept or see a perspective, fact, or feeling that is too painful, shameful, or threatening to one's beliefs or self-image. 16. Manipulation. The indirect influencing or controlling of others to meet one's own needs, for example through guilt or deception. 17. Comparison. Measuring one's own worth against that of others ensures a constant state of either feeling inferior or feeling arrogant and superior. 18. Greed, scarcity mindset. A fear-based belief that there is not enough for everyone. 19. Grudges. Holding on to past hurts to justify ongoing anger, refusal, or rejection. 20. Impatience, irritability. An agitated resistance to the present moment and the flow of life, arising from the ego's need for immediate gratification and control. Now, add up all the numbers you noted next to each trait. Your total result shows how active your inner protector is right now. Although this is only a snapshot of a moment in time and depends on how honest you are with yourself, it may help you to understand how much energy you are currently investing in self-protection. Total of 70 or below. Your inner protector is a reliable and supportive advisor. The world often feels like a landscape of potential. You naturally feel a sense of internal spaciousness and curiosity. You have a lot of creative energy when it comes to dealing with life and other people who are open to you. Total between 71 and 120. Your inner protector acts as a full-time manager. The world may often feel like a strategic game. You are in a state of heightened alertness, dedicating a large amount of your energy to scanning, planning, and maintaining a specific self-image in order to navigate perceived social challenges. Total of 121 or above. Your inner protector stands guard constantly. The world feels like a territory that needs defending. You are in a constant state of high alert, directing your energy towards anticipated threats. This restores your sense of strength, but also makes you want to control your surroundings in order to protect your safety.